For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the MUD store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code TEXAS at checkout for a 10% discount.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Texas, and it is July, which means Madden 18 is damn near, like, almost, not less than a month, but like 40 days away. Like, it's close. It's not 40 days. It's like 60 days. It's like 2 months away. Not close at all, actually, when you think about it. But it's kind of close, which means I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents on what I think the base elites are going to be over in Madden 18, starting with the quarterback position. Now, guys, don't get mad at me if I don't mention your quarterback. In my mind, I think they'll get another card or they're not deserving of it, but it doesn't mean they're good. At the end of the day, this is my opinion. Don't fight me, because you fans be mad. Like, you, if I say Tom Brady's not an elite quarterback, you guys would kill me. So I gotta protect myself at all costs. So I'm going to give you guys my list of the base elites for quarterbacks, and then if you guys like these videos, we'll go ahead from here on out doing this for running backs, receivers, tight ends, linemen, then we'll do defense eventually. Also, these cards are made by the best card person of all time, bro. These cards look amazing. When you guys see them, you guys might want to go give my man a follow over on Twitter. Like, these cards are crazy good. Shout out to Austin Pasquale. These cards are amazing. Link in the description. Made all these cards for offense, and you guys will see these cards once this gets started. But shout out to him. These cards are amazing. Look, to give you guys some context, how I did my ratings was I went back and looked at Madden 16 and Madden 17, the amount of elite quarterbacks or elite players we had at that position at the beginning of the game. And quarterback-wise, there really wasn't that many. I think in Madden 17, we had the Aaron Rodgers, the Russell Wilson, the Big Ben, the Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Cam Newton, and I think that might have been it. That might have been all the elite quarterbacks we had. So it wasn't that many. So I'm thinking EA does the same thing starting out in Madden 18. So the list is going to be kind of small, but there's reason to that because EA might do things on the cards down the line, especially because 2 quarterbacks on this list I don't have listed at all. All right, so up first, the quarterback that I think will be getting a base elite, which is going to be an 85 overall, is my man Russell Wilson. Last season wasn't his best, but also wasn't his worst. He had played on injury, man, behind a bad offensive line. I think the Seahawks still made the playoffs despite all the struggles they had early on with the offense not clicking, plus the defense kind of missing some guys that weren't playing. But Russell Wilson seems to be the perfect guy to beat 85 overall. One lower than this year's 86, so hopefully it's not noticeable, but we'll see how that goes. So he's my first prediction on this list, is my man Russell. Number 2 is a guy that I didn't want to put on this list, but I kind of had to, just based off of the season that he had, and that is Kirk Cousins. I personally don't think Kirk Cousins is good, and that's just me. I feel like Kirk Cousins is like a product of just great skill, talent, and line play. And I'm not the only one, because if Kirk Cousins was that good, Washington would have locked him up right away, but they're still on that play for your contract shit, I believe. I don't think he signed a contract, right? I don't think he signed an extension for like $20 million a year. I know Derek Carr recently got paid, but I don't think Kirk Cousins did. So anyway, I think that he's not that good, but because he passed for 4,800 yards, I think, and I think he could have got the 5,000 if he just hit Deshaun Jackson a couple more times while he was open down the field, but my man's ain't got that arm. He only had 4,800, which is still really amazing considering that's like elite tier. Like Drew Brees does it consistently, but that's still amazing to see a quarterback go for that many yards. So I had to put him on the list at 85 overall. I think, even though it's a prediction, I think what's going to happen here with EA is that they'll maybe have like an 83 overall, 82 overall, but then make it an 85 overall Kirk Cousins set for like Team Hero. If they copy the same format as they did this year, which is probably not the case, but if they were to do that, maybe he'll go to 82 and then end up being like an 85 overall Team Hero card. But I think if they don't go that route, basically makes the most sense based off the season he had. And now this is where we get to where everybody's gonna get mad at me, because there's 2 quarterbacks that should probably be elite that I don't have on my list. And that is because I think with their age and what EA can do with them, they might get other cards down the line that are higher than what they can give, you know, with these base elites. And that is going to be Matt Ryan and also Big Ben Roethlisberger. Matt Ryan had a great season, MVP of the league. He probably deserves an elite card, but I think EA has something else in store for him, so I don't have him on this list. I feel like MVP it should probably get like a high tier flashback card last season, or maybe a season's better, because Matt Ryan is 32 years old, so he's an older guy in the league. So there's a lot of cards they can do with them that will be better than a base elite. So I would think that's what I want to see. And then with Big Ben, same premise, same concept. Plus, if he gets a low tier gold card, it's more likely for him to get upgrades throughout the season. So that way you're not getting a bunch of Big Ben elite cards throughout the year that are going to be insignificant upgrades. Because Big Ben with Antonio Brown, I think Martavis Bryant's going to be coming back to the squad, and they have some other receivers as well that can catch passes. I think he's going to have a crazy season this year if he stays healthy. But also, who knows, man? Big Ben has kind of fell off towards the end of the season with the injuries, and also with like his lack of love for football, it seems like. So that's why those two guys aren't on my list. Not because not deserving of it, because I think EA has plans for them in the future for other cards. So I'd rather not have on this list. But if they were going to be on here, obviously be 88, 87 overall for both those two guys, because they're really good quarterbacks. But anyway, it's kind of funny because the top tier quarterbacks, it's like three, like they're like top tier one. Like we're just like, these guys are heads and shoulders above the rest. Everything else can just fall off a cliff after that. So number 3 on my list of quarterback that will be getting based over Madden 18 is going to be obviously none other than the great future Hall of Famer Drew Brees, 88 overall. This guy had another great season. I don't know how he keeps doing it. I don't know how consistently this man can keep passing for over 5,000 yards. What a bunch of guys you not really heard of either. Like Willie Snead's out there with his blonde hair. EA. Make his hair blonde. Like dead ass. Like stop being lazy. Make his hair blonde. But Michael Thomas as well. They got Ted getting out to replace Brandon Cooks, and this dude is still going to find a way to get 5,000 yards. Now the entire offense is basically built around the pass, but this year they got Adrian Peterson as well. So we might see a lot more. I don't know. I think Drew Brees still get 5,000 yards. I don't think Peterson and Mark Ingram are gonna. Is Mark Ingram still there? I feel like he's not. I've not been keeping up with the football news, but I feel like Mark Ingram is still there. He has to be. You know, just said he's not. Regardless, I still think he's gonna hit 5,000 yards this season, and Drew Brees deserves this card, if not something else on the line as well, because this guy has been the pinnacle of consistency. The pinnacle? I gotta stop using words I don't know the definition to. Yeah, anyway, Drew Brees, 88 overall. This card is going to be dope. Hopefully, the blocking mechanics allow these guys to have a life, because I remember at the beginning of Madden 17, you wanted to use pocket quarterbacks, but edge blitzing was crazy. So you had to switch over to quarterbacks that could move, but then you couldn't scramble out of the pocket because the run quarterback glitch was in the game where you couldn't even like you stutter stepping. So hopefully we don't see that all this year. Hopefully these quarterbacks that sit in pocket can just dissect defense. I've been hearing that they have these new features in the game for passing, so that's going to allow these quarterbacks that are Drew Brees caliber to make these certain throws, which would be so awesome to basically have those guys for that reason alone, just to beat defenses that are playing outstanding coverages. So that's going to be something cool to watch out for next year. Drew Brees, 88 overall for the New Orleans Saints. And now we're on to the last 2 quarterbacks that will be elites, Matt. There's no prediction. They're going to be elites. Like these last 3 are pretty easy. It's like the first 2 where it's kind of, it can go between a bunch of guys, but the last 2 is obvious. So let's go ahead and talk about the greatest quarterback I've ever seen play, and that is my man Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to be an elite card, and I think he's going to be a high tier. I think he's going to be the highest tier elite card in the game, just based off of the season that he had. EA kind of this year did Aaron Rodgers dirty, because I think his highest overall card is a 97, and yet we have a 99 overall Christian Hackenberg. Right? Is it Hackenberg? Like, what are we doing there? So I think next year will be the year Aaron Rodgers gets like his shine back, gets one of those high tier cards early on. And again, with those passing mechanics, man, that card is going to be crazy. He's the best of both worlds, really accurate. It's probably gonna have at least like 77, 78 speed, to where he can move out of the pocket as well and make those crazy throws. Like, that's going to be the best quarterback probably in Madden to start off with as well. Obviously, I think he's the best quarterback I've seen play over my man Tom Brady. Tom Brady's great, but he's not no Aaron Rodgers. I know. Rings. Shut up. Fight me. Don't fight me, because I don't want to fight you guys. I love you guys too much to fight you. That'd be awkward, right? YouTuber fights his subscribers. I mean, somebody's probably doing that shit. I'm not doing that, though. It's not for me. No bully beat down over here. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, that card's going to be, we got 90 right now on here, but I think he's going to be the highest tier card based off the disrespect they gave him this year. I think all Aaron Rodgers cards were either limited time or they were set rewards, which you know how that goes. And last and final is going to be Tom Brady. Now, I don't think Tom Brady is going to be this high overall, and that's because I know Tom Brady, I don't know, but if you follow the Madden past of the covers, whoever's on the cover generally is the Mutt Master reward. So last year, Madden 17, we had Gronkowski. The year before that was Madden 16, we had Odell Beckham, and then Madden 15 was Sherman. So if they continue the trend to make the guy who's on the cover the Mutt Master reward, it's gonna be Tom Brady. And if EA keeps going in the direction of making these cards lower overall, 95 overall would be probably what would be the max for the best card in the game would be. There has to be a huge difference between 90 and 95, so I think the Tom Brady will be 89, but 90 sounds right if he's not gonna be Mutt Master, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be. But this card is pretty dope. Super Bowl champ 5 times. I wonder what they'll do to reward the guys that knocked out that Tom Brady set over here, Tom Brady object over here in this game this year. If you get Tom Brady starting the year off with, but I have no idea. But these are the quarterbacks that I got on my list right now: Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers. What are your guys' quarterback predictions for base leagues over Madden 18? Let me know down in the comments section below. And if I'm wrong about the other guys I didn't add in this list, let me know where I went wrong at, man. Like, Dak Prescott's not on this list because I'm pretty sure Dak Prescott will be getting a high-tier gold card next year. And so, or he may get MVP or Team Hero set for the Cowboys. Like, I feel like he'll get something, so the elite card is not necessary. Plus, I mean, what was he, like 16-4 last year? Like, he wasn't great. Like, he wasn't like out of this world. He was fine, but he wasn't, worthy of being an elite card in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys convince me that Dak Prescott is elite quarterback in this league. Who else am I forgetting that possibly on this list? Cam was bad last year, had a regression, so he's not on this list. Joe Flacco's not elite ever, so we're not going to count that guy whatsoever. But yeah, the quarterbacks are kind of crazy. Like I said, the top tier: Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's obvious, and everything else is pretty much like you can question yourself. Rivers is a guy that you can do as well, but Rivers had his worst season last year, so he's not on this list. But I can go on the list the entire time for every single team and give you guys my reason for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this predictions video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be halfbacks, which should be fun. That one should be interesting because a lot of halfbacks last year that that should be elite, that may not be elite based off of the trends that EA does. So hope you guys enjoy. I'm the Texas Boy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.